Goofy sat in his living room munching on a bowl of popcorn as the latest episode of Home Perfect flickered on his TV screen. Mesmerized by the transformation of a drab living room into a designer's dream, Goofy slapped his knee. "I bet I could do that," he chuckled to himself. "How hard can it be?" Little did Goofy know, he was about to embark on a journey of home improvement mayhem unlike any other. First stop, the leaky kitchen faucet. "Just a quick fix," he whistled. Armed with an assortment of tools and optimism, Goofy got to work. Minutes later, water was gushing from the faucet like a geyser. Max, his ever-supportive son, grabbed a cupboard door as a surfboard and rode the waves around the kitchen. We need an indoor pool anyway." Goofy chuckled as he tried to hook the cascade with his mop. Despite the watery setback, Goofy's enthusiasm was undeterred. It was time to tackle the living room with easy peel wallpaper. Surely nothing could go wrong. As it turned out, the wallpaper was more like easy stick, and Goofy found himself glued to the wall. In a struggle to free himself, he managed to paper over the front door completely. "Well, shoot, guess I got carried away." Onto the furniture assembly. Armed with instructions from an unpronounceable Swedish retailer, Goofy whistled a merry tune. The furniture instructions, as if by defiance, exploded into a confetti of pages. Hours later, Goofy stood before a lopsided bookshelf that danced to its own tune and held nothing but bananas. Goofy's mishap marathon continued into the backyard with an ambitious DIY barbecue. The grill malfunctioned into a postmodern sculpture that charred both hot dogs and Goofy's fluffy slippers. Who knew grilling could double as art? He chuckled, waving the smoking slippers. Next up in Goofy's DIY diary was a colorful escapade, painting. His multi-directional painting technique left his ceiling peppered with polka dots, the floor an accidental mosaic, and Goofy himself a living masterpiece in blue. Throughout this DIY disaster saga, trusty yet hapless neighbor Pete lent his tools. Little did Goofy anticipate that Pete's indestructible hammerhead would take flight, landing through a window. And as Goofy chased a runaway, sawed down the street, Pete's voice echoed, "Maybe stick to spoons, Goof." As the days went by, Goofy continued his chaotic journey, even reaching up to install solar panels, upside down. His inventions included a toaster that charged phones, played radio stations, and tanned bread a golden brown. Goofy's attempts at renovation were a neighborhood legend, especially his plumbing remake with a rocket-powered plunger that relocated his toilet to the yard. "Outdoor bathrooms might just take off," he mused. In the chaos of holiday decor, Goofy's 10,000 Christmas lights led to a citywide blackout, while an inflatable Santa briskly floated away courtesy of the wind. Finally, Mickey and Donald arrived. Friends who had grown concerned, they orchestrated an intervention, confiscating dangerous tools and bestowing upon him a set of coloring books. Undeterred, Goofy turned his drawings into wall art accents. Despite the mayhem, Goofy's relentless spirit shone through. A proud architect of a treehouse that evolved into a living tree, he provided a suite for a family of squirrels.